The holidays can be a difficult time of year for a lot of people, and it doesn't matter if it's a holiday you celebrate or don't celebrate. Um, it can be hard because there's lots of emotions and memories and things tied up in holidays, and it seems to be a higher rate of drastic situations happening to people during the year. And wherever you are, whoever you are, maybe you just need to hear it, you know that you're not alone. If it's a difficult time of the year for you for any particular reason, try to connect with some friends or family or have someone to chat with. There's support groups through social media, or you can contact like a United Way first call for help number, whatever the local number is in your area, and see if there is an online counselor or some kind of support that's available during this time. It's not always about the food. It's not always about getting or giving gifts and all the hoopla. Sometimes it's just about people needing connection. And life means change, right? So are we ready to grow with that? Are we ready to move forward? How are we managing change? And, another thing, is that we're all different. We're all unique. There are no cookie cutter people, and nothing happens by accident. Even you being connected or watching my channel, whether it was a random passing by and catching this, whatever the reason, there are no coincidences. That much I know. And if you're going through health or medical changes, life changes, changes that you're going to need to make to your diet or your lifestyle or whatever, I hope that you'll continue to join me and engage in conversation, ask questions, post comments, click the like button, share, even subscribe if that, is what interests you. But I hope that you stay connected one way or the other. And if you're not really feeling that whole being connected now, but you'll check it out every now and then, you're always welcome to come back to Danette's Kitchen and see what you see. There's lots of options on the videos. I am not super tech savvy, so no, I don't have them all separated yet, where all the gardening videos are in one section and baking videos in another section, or, talking about social injustice or whatever. It's not like that right now, but you can scroll through and you can see what I have for now. Um, but with the life changes even that I've experienced this year, I've learned that I have to keep moving forward. And how do I best keep moving forward? Learn more about me and about what my body needs so that it's happy and it works to the best of its ability. And that doesn't always mean covering my eyes and pretending that nothing's happening. Life changes happen, health changes happen. And, before I found out I had chronic kidney disease, I just thought I was just having these random backaches. I really did. Then when I found out and found out that's actually the location of my kidneys. So I decided I needed to learn more. And I'm developing this insatiable appetite for learning more so that I can make the changes that are necessary in my life. And bit by bit, little by little, I'm making those changes. It's like having that onion with the brown skin on the outside. You got to peel that off so you can get to the good part that you can use. So that's where I'm working. I'm working my way down to the core so that I can get what I need to get and hopefully continue to see improvements in my health. So if you're in that situation, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to see a doctor if you need to see a doctor. Or if you have a doctor and you don't know what they're talking about, tell them, hey, I don't understand what you're talking about. I just don't know. Can you explain it? in layman's terms so that I can know what you're trying to tell me. What am I supposed to be eating? What am I supposed to be doing? How much water should I be drinking? Do I need to exercise more? What else do I need to change in my life? Am I supposed to be on medication? Because as much as I like for everything to be holistic as possible, sometimes it does require some medication to get you to that point, depending on what's already happening in your body. I think doctors are here for a reason, honestly. So sorry about all the clinking. It's like I've got radiators going off around me because the temperatures are dropping outside. But it's okay if you have to go see a doctor about a condition. And I know many people are hesitant about doctors and clinics and hospitals, but we want to live free. We want to be able to do whatever we want to do. That's fine. We all want to be able to do what we want to do, but do it in as healthy of a way possible as you can. Because if you ignore the signs of the things that's going on in your body today, it only creates a bigger problem for you later, really. So if you know you have a specific medical condition like diabetes, or if you have some sort of renal disorder or disease, it's best to pay attention to those things and see what do you really need to do to be able to manage your health. For example, if someone is on um, insulin for diabetes, it's best to take that insulin if you need to. Monitor your blood sugar levels and follow your doctor's orders. You can say, I don't need that insulin. Shoot, I'm going to make it. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. And realize that for every day that you're not properly taking care of your body works like a machine. And when it's not getting what it needs to get, is the blood being cleansed, purified? Are all your organs working right? Or are they having to work extra hard to make up for what you're not providing for them? If you know that you have a specific diet that you're supposed to be on, whether it be for high blood pressure, diabetes, um, chronic kidney disease, any kind of renal diet or whatever, it's best to start making those changes now. And I know habits are hard to let go of. They just really are. A habit is really hard to let go of. And when I found out I had CKD, do you think I wanted to stop eating what I was eating? No, because I really like eating everything. I enjoy eating everything except crocodile and snake. But other than that, I've had pretty much everything, pork butt and chicken feet or whatever, you name it. But not all things are really expedient for the body. Not all things you need to be putting in your mouth. I mean, and there was a time when people didn't have options and choices, and you can go back into history and read on all that and how people started eating chitlins and why they were eating what was considered to be the garbage of other people's foods. And saying this, I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just talking about history, history as I know it from African American perspective. Um, but now that we know more and we have options, more options. If you have more options, try to make the better choice for yourself. Granted, you can eat your way into a pit if you wanted to. Totally your option. But if you know that eating and drinking certain things is going to cause harm to your body, and you are supposed to be the steward over your body, Are you really making the best choice for yourself? Just something to think about. You know, you can eat and be happy today and possibly fall asleep and not wake up if you continue a pattern like that. So, just something to think about. But I hope everyone is well. And in the morning, I plan on getting up bright and early and starting videos on this meal. So, if you're eating some kind of a poultry or whatever, a turkey or a chicken or whatever, I hope that you have it thawing today because it should thaw like 24 hours before. You can thaw it in the refrigerator or you can put cold water in the sink, put that in the sink, just keep it in the plastic, for now, and let it thaw in that cold water. And as the water becomes icy cold, you let that water out, put more room temperature water in until that bird gets thawed, and then you can put it in the refrigerator. You don't want to just leave it out thawing on the counter because bacteria builds all up in there. Those little bacteria that you can't see. Just like people can't see tuberculosis if it's like somebody sneezes or coughs and it's in the air. You can't see that. Just like the Rona. People can't just see that. But it's there. So to not to prevent yourself from falling into that situation with bacteria building up in your poultry, thaw it out, the proper way, either in the refrigerator for 24 hours so that the temperature of the bird can come down and the ice can, dissipate, or in the bath in the sink where it's covered with water and every time the water in the sink becomes icy cold, you get rid of that water and fill with more water, and you keep that process up until it's thawed. Mine's in the fridge now, and it'll be ready in the morning to take that next step. So if you're having a bird, I'd like for you to join me in making it at the same time, if you're up for it. I will be up at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time in the United States of America. So Minnesota time, I'll be up at 6. Bird won't go in the oven at 6, but I'll be up at 6. Bird will go in the oven around 7. It's I have a young turkey. But then there's other things to prepare, corn on the cob and some squash and sweet potatoes and other things. So I look forward to talking to you then. Hug and kiss those that you love. Let them know that you love them. If you had a falling out with other people, this time of the year is not only for celebrating and being around those that you love. You can even tell someone that you really can't stand or who really can't stand you. Say, hey, I'm sorry for how things are with us. And I still wish you well. Sometimes that's the most you can do, especially if somebody hates your guts. But send out that positive energy because what you send out is what's going to come back to you. It really will. And if people choose to not accept your apology or your olive branch, so to speak, shake off the dust and just keep going and let it go. And know that you at least made an effort because reconciliation is important at this time. We got all kinds of crazy stuff going on in the community. There's like some mass murder or something in Bloomington, here in my area right now. A report came through on my phone, and I guess it was on the news earlier. They're looking for this person, actively looking for this person. You think I want to be out after dark? No. um, but life is like a vapor, and we need to cherish every day that we got. My aunt says, live your best life. And that's what I try to do. But I try to do it in a healthy way so that I get the most out of my life and I get to share that with family and friends. And I'm happy to call you friend, and I'm happy that you're here with me. I didn't get the cranberries because there were none in the store when I went the other day looking, but I look forward to chatting with you in the morning about the other food items and starting to get things going because it'll be a process. We'll work from one thing to the next to the next. Um, and if you're willing to go with me for the whole process, I'm happy to have you on there. And if that doesn't work for you, you can always save the video and watch it again later. But thank you for joining me, and you take care.